Hi Taurus, thanks for joining me for the June of 2019 Taroscope with Animal Totem card. My name is Vickie and I'm the Rock and Roll Prophetess, and this is for Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Moon. We're going to do the main portion of the reading with the Rock and Roll Tarot deck as always. Then we will pull a card from the Animal Totem, Beast Mistress Animal Totem cards. These are both my own creation, and you can find out more about them on my website. Then, if you're a Patreon subscriber at level 2, you will also get a bonus card from the J.D. Arichi Ethereal Oracle, which is a really cool deck. Really, really awesome. Deep deck. It's deep. It's deep. Okay, let's see what's going on for our Taurus friends in June of 2019. One of the things that is going on this month that's just happening is it's the month of the equinox. Now, for most of us, this is going to be in the northern hemisphere here. It's going to be... one second here. I feel like I don't want to talk while I'm doing these shuffle. Give me a minute here. And one more card for Taurus. I think this is it. Okay. Wow. So it's the longest day of the year, and it's the summer solstice. But for some people, in this, if you're in the southern hemisphere, of course, it's the winter solstice. No matter where you are, it's a change of season. It's always a change of season, and it's always a shift in energy. It's a shift in energy around the entire world. I do offer those solstice readings. They'll be available for a limited time if you want to check them out. Let's look at these cards. You're in there twice. By the way, in these general readings, these guys, it looks like these are male and these are female, but in the general readings, it's not. There's no gender. So this could be male or female. This could be male or female. This is you twice, I want to say. Actually, three. You've got the Page, the Knight, and the King of Pentacles. So, that's the Earth sign person. That's you. That's a Taurus. It's a Taurus or the Capricorn or Virgo. Now, this is a reading for a lot of people, so, it's going to be different for everybody. If you want a personal reading, that would be different. But here, I feel for many of you, they're all you. But for some people, it might be that there's somebody else. One's you and one's somebody else, whatever. But what I got my strongest impression from this spread is that this is you at the different phases of your life. And this is like you're reflecting on how far you've come. Like you started here, and then you were there, and now you're here. And you've come a long way. It would appear because it's Pentacles, and then you have the Ten of Pentacles down here, which is a very good card. It's the big money card. It's the highest prosperity and money card in the entire deck. So it looks like your money's going to be right on this month. But also, it is, what was I going to say about it? It's the highest prosperity card. So it could be like, yeah, you started out in the news comes in here to me. Let me explain this too. If you see, I'm getting a lot of information. I'm trying to sort through it and get it to you, but sometimes it comes on fast and furious. That's kind of what's happening right now. So I need to slow down, everybody. By everybody, I mean the guides. Let's just slow down. Okay, so maybe this is you. You started out in the newsroom, and then you worked your way up to this level, and then now you're at this other level, And it doesn't have to be a newsroom, quote unquote, but that stood out to me. By the way, if words do stand out to you, that is your own spirit guides talking to you and bringing you messages, okay? But it's just, I feel like you've come so far. That's what I'm really getting. You've made so much progress. You've come so far. And now you're at the peak of your productiveness, the peak of your career, the peak of your earning potential. You've really reached you're reaching a pinnacle. I'm going to write the Pinnacle of Success, because that's what's coming through. The Pinnacle of Success, because I feel like that is the thing with you. Some of you have come out of a rough time, or maybe it's even midway through that you've transitioned. You didn't just come here magically. It wasn't like you just waved a magic wand and poof, there you were. You worked your butt off. You worked hard. You had to overcome a lot of stuff. This Ten of Swords is nothing to be, nothing. Ten of Pentacles is the most money that there is, and the Ten of Swords is the most suffering and pain. Now, it is in the reverse position, so it's possibly not as severe, but it's just not to be ignored or swept under the rug. But I like its positioning, because it's behind you now. If you look at the way it's positioned in the spread, it's behind you, and you're moving forward now. So you've been through some stuff, and things didn't come all that easily. You had to wait. You had to wait. You had to get through some stuff. Some of you have gotten through some major stuff here, some kind of a big illness or surgery I'm picking up off of this. Or, somebody had to go through some major stuff here. But you're feeling much better now, and you're in a better place. Decision is being made. I feel like it's your decision. Sometimes this card will show up and I'll feel like it's somebody else is making a decision that affects your life. But for most of you, I feel like it's your decision. Because you, after all, are the king. And the king is in the central position of the spread. This is you. You are the king. So who makes the decisions? Who makes the calls? The king makes the calls. Okay, so you are the king. You're making the calls. Meaning making the call like the decision. Maybe you're making a call, like an actual call. Maybe you're picking up a phone, calling somebody on the phone. But I meant make the decision. And it's a transition time. As for everybody, again, there's that solstice time. It's a transition for every time. What are you moving towards? I always look at this card as, what are you moving towards? You're moving towards the Queen of Pentacles. Again, it could be male or female. I'm going to refer, but this person is associated with the wealth, associated with the money. Now, there's fire energy around them, so they could be a Leo, an Aries, or Sagittarius. But another thing I want to point out, there's going to be a full moon at Sagittarius this month. On the 17th of June, there will be a full moon in Sagittarius. So it could be on or around that full moon. The word voyage is really standing out to me too. So some of you might be going on a voyage, If you're going on a trip, people do start traveling in the summer. Most people travel in August, but a lot of people travel in June too. There could be something important associated with the Queen of Pentacles here, this fire sign person. Another thing that is really standing out to me is these flowers. Her flower, I mean. I guess you could take it like her flower, like, not Georgia O'Keeffe. Is she the one who planted all the vaginas and flowers? I don't know. It could be looked at like that, or a woman lost her flowers or virginity, but I wasn't picking it up in that manner. I was picking it up to mean, like, I feel like some of you might be going on a trip that's famous to a place that's famous for flowers, or that there's like beautiful flowers everywhere, a botanical garden or something, along those lines. And some of you might acquire property there. The word property just really flew off the card at me. So some of you might acquire property. You might go there, maybe even for a vacation, and it's like, wow, I'll fall in love with the place and acquire some property. Maybe you're going there for that express purpose. Maybe you're going there to check out the property or something like that. But boy, financial gains are huge. Finances are going to be right on, and this fire person definitely has something to do with it. Although it may just be, again, that full moon on the 17th. Let's get our animal totem card for our Taurus friends. So just a reminder, those solstice readings will be available till the end of June. It's a limited time. Also, what I'm doing now, in addition to putting the weekly readings that I do for my patrons, if you want to order or look at just one of them instead of if you don't want to make a commitment to the Patreon page, you can just order them per video. So if you want to check that out, that's on Gumroad. Of course, I have all kinds of other readings and books and decks. You can find all that information through my site. So let's see what our Taurus friends animal totem is going on right now. The Stingray. This is a really cool card, the Stingray. I love it. It's grace and beauty. Didn't I say something about water? Maybe not. But elegant, electric, fluid, deep. Unwavering persistence. That's you all the way. Unwavering persistence. Come on. Responsible wielding of innate power. Yeah, here it's who has the power. The king has the power to make the decisions. So you need to be responsible with this power and this that you do have. Maneuvering gracefully through life. Yeah. And from the looks of this reading, it really does look like that's the thing, Taurus. Like you are handling it. You are handling the success with grace and dignity. Being dignified and not, because some people get power and they become a tyrant. And that's not you. Not according to the spread, it's not. You are handling the power well. You've been working at it for a long time. It wasn't just thrust upon you, I'm hearing. This is something that you've been working on for quite a while. And it's a long time coming, but you've earned it. You've definitely earned it. Okay, everybody, so thanks so much for supporting me through Patreon and through liking and sharing and commenting and purchasing the decks and the books and readings and everything that you do, and renting the weekly videos if you choose to do so. All of that goes towards me doing these free readings every week for you. I mean, I do put readings up every week, but these come up at once a month. And I do appreciate you all so much. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of June and a great solstice, and I'll speak to you soon.